Who are we? We are the alarm at 4:30 a.m. We are practice before school and after work. We are fitness goals. We are goals. We are focused, balanced, relentless. We are real, and real sees real. We are you.
Welcome back to the third encounter here at SISA DUKASHE Stadium in NU1 Mdantsane. We've got the Swallows taking on Fort Beaufort United. Fort Beaufort United obviously being a powerhouse up in Fort Beaufort, winning back-to-back with their division. And Swallows obviously being a powerhouse down the side here in the East London region. We've got some good names here for the Swallows side. Lukanyiso Cholwana and Rodney Chikami. Certainly a nice loose three here. Razi Madiba and Keith Chwacha. Oh, certainly some exciting rugby you're going to see from these guys, Yonela Baleni and Pico. And of course, the big man, Ntabeni Tukisa at the back. A very exciting player here for the Swallows. They've got quite a good bench as well. Certainly these guys are going to come up and try and make a change as soon as they come on. And of course, number 22, someone you guys will remember, Lungelo Kosa, former Blitzbok SA Sevens player. He's here in this tournament, playing his trade here for the Swallows. Fort Beaufort United, of course, coming in with a nice strong pack of their own. Now, boss Pelele Boy, Yanga Boto, and of course, Sianda Hoto. Oh man, this unit, a unit that these guys have got. This Pelele Zono. Some big names here for these guys. Luto Adonis, Charles Khatebe. And here come the Swallows. Swallows are in blue, ladies and gents, for those who don't know. Swallows are in the blue kit, aka Inyoni. If you're around the East London area and you ever hear people talk about Inyoni, you must know that those are the Swallows. And number 23, Spoom Sotwana. Oh man, he's going to be one to look out for. Sotwana, aka Jeje. Certainly going to be one to look out for as soon as he steps onto the park. Sotwana, a former EP Kings player and Matiba's player, alongside Charles Khatebe, who's played his trade for the Matibas as well. So some big names here in this matchup for both sides. Nick, what are we expecting?
It's always tough to call it early on before the kickoff, but fortunately with your expertise you'll lead us through this game. Junior Baleni, no relation to the centre Baleni on the field, but hopefully your namesake can hold that name up high and do the job that's needed for a centre. A couple of line breaks, some big tackles, and maybe bust over the try line.
You know, Nick, there's no relation to me and him right now, but I'm telling you, man, if he's hot, he's going to be my cousin. If he's hot, I'm claiming him as family today. Yonela, show us what you've got.
You can see both kits are really vibrant. Lovely to see this initiative by Taki Town getting involved in something as awesome as this event. The Taki Town Brutten Cup. Brutten standing for Border Rugby Union, top 10 sides in the region. And the boys from Fort Beaufort are going to look to do the business here against the Swallows.
Referee just making sure his ARs are ready. Time on, and here we go. Big kickoff here, Piles. Pelele Zono. Straight into the hands of Vignoni. Tries to beat a couple of defenders, but just couldn't. Ball still secure here with Vignoni. Lovely break here. Strong running coming in here from Musiobi. Matiba trying to issue the ball out strong here. Oh, what a hit. What a hit here. Looks like he's got a bit of a shock in that right arm here. The fullback for Beaufort, DUKASHE. Taken up strong here by Bukaram. Goes for the touch finder here. Oh, man. Don't know if it was a touch finder or a cross kick, but either way, it's worked out perfectly for them. Quick line out here by Fort Beaufort, but referee's going to call them back and have them actually get that line out started.
Sometimes a bad kick looks like a cross kick if your winger chases well, and that's what happened there for the Swallows side. You can see the fly-off looks to exit, and a great kick chase by the winger, nearly grasped onto the ball. And that would have really opened up this game and the crowd onto their feet.
Lovely throw in here, but just fumbled here, unfortunately, by Ubayanda Siko. But advantage was being played. And a penalty is going to be awarded here for the Swallows.
Tabeni Dukisa there, just setting up the line out. Not the greatest kick by the fullback, and he'll look to improve on his kicking distance, as we saw the reason for that penalty from the knock-on.
Lovely line out here coming in from Inyoni. Taking up strong running here coming in from the Swallows. Running a bit sideways here, the Swallows players, but it looks like they will get over that gain line. Straightening it up. That's Pico Zan. Referee is going to blow the whistle here once again, and it's going to be a knock-on. Knock-on is the call. Scrum down for Beaufort ball.
And just a change of kit here off screen for the ref. His jersey clashing too much with the Fort Beaufort side, so they're just giving him a white shirt to officiate in. And this will just make it easier for us as well as the people on the sidelines watching the game. Lovely to see all the spectators coming in. We know it's for the big game coming up next, but these players will thrive off the support in the stands.
Certainly another reason for him to get tackled, Mr. Referee. Thank goodness has changed. Feeding here by Siko. Oh no, tries to find Zono, but just couldn't. Zono nearly breaking here, Zono, but offloads beautifully. Taken up here by Adonis. Boto, scrum off position. Khatebe tries his best to try break through that defensive effort coming in from the Swallows, but just couldn't. Booted away. Lovely boot. Enormous boot here by Fort Beaufort, but ball just couldn't go out. But certainly a huge boot from Fort Beaufort.
Massive territorial gain there from the visitors. A huge exit from inside his 22 all the way to the opposition's 22. And the short kick out into touch. So Fort Beaufort really looking to play the game in the opposition half, and Swallows are going to have to be aware of that. Maybe drop their back three slightly deeper so that the kick doesn't bounce in behind them and create that type of chaos. Nearly a 50-22.
Strong carry here from the men in green. Siko finds his teammate here. Leg drive. Pumping those legs here. Gaining some pivotal meters here for Fort Beaufort. Zono. Inside ball here to Adonis. Oh! Lovely step here. Very close to the line here is Fort Beaufort. Siko. Forwards trying their best just to get some gain line here. Chooses the blind side. Not a bad option here on Fondo. Stopped in his tracks here. Big strong carry coming in here from Mukoko. Siko chooses the blind side. Finds Uzono. Ball kept safe here by Oluvuyo Maneli. Looks like the ref is going to blow for a penalty here. Not rolling away is the call. Zono with a quick tap. Zono tries to get close. Zono. Oh, lovely defense coming in here from Uzukanya Simani. Ball still in position here of Fort Beaufort. Siko finds the big man, number 6, Wato. Siko dishing it as best as he can here for the boy. Just couldn't gain any meters and went back instead. Zono, no, long pass here. Breaks through 2v1. Oh, talk about a finish. No femele. Posangosi does well to get the first point on the board here for Fort Beaufort.
And all set up there by Charles Khadebe. The centre does beautifully well to draw in that last defender. Sees the gap, straightens, shimmies left off his left foot. Draw and pass, primary school stuff almost by Khadebe. And they played to the open side, a beautiful skip pass, almost dangerously so. Khadebe does the job, hands off fence, draws in the last defender, and allows his winger to go over with one of those beautiful swan dives in the corner. Fort Beaufort strike first here against Swallows.
Fans seem to be enjoying their camera time. And a lovely kick here for Uzono and his men. 7-0 is the score here between Inyoni. Sorry, that is Uzizipokai, the number 15, who slotted in the extra 2 points here for Beaufort. Kickoff here. Looks like it's going to go all the way out here. Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate here for the Swallows. And it's going to be a scrum down right in the middle of the park.
Yeah, another unforced error. We saw a couple in the 2 previous games. But as the day has heated up here, there's a slight breeze now that the players will look to enjoy, coming from right to left on your screens. And setting up for the first scrum of this fixture on the centre of the park. A good opportunity for the attacking sides from Fort Beaufort.
Pick up here by Jorko, finds Usiko. Goes alone here. Usiko tries for the offload here, but ball has been stolen by the Swallows. There is an advantage being played here for the knock-on. Ball in possession of the Swallows. Matiba Strong carry here by the forwards here, but the defense from Fort Beaufort is immaculate at the moment. And it's going to be a penalty here for the Swallows, as an advantage was being played. I'm going to trust in the big boot here over DUKASHE to get them as far as possible into the half of Fort Beaufort. And hope here for a good line-out, Nick.
Yeah, they certainly will hope for a good line-out. The Hookers haven't had the greatest day thrown into the line-out in the fixtures so far. And Swallows, that time with a great throw into the line-out, but fumbled and puts their backline under pressure.
Oh, Zazi hit with a huge tackle here. Matiba. Lovely overs and unders being played here by the Swallows. Getting some gain line here, Matiba. Finds the big, strong number 8 here, Siobi. Eventually put down by Adonis. Quick hands coming in here for the Swallows. Matiba. Lovely offload here into the hands of the winger, but he's running just a bit too close to that touchline, and eventually they have put him out. Was Kanye Simani. Fort Beaufort booted straight down. Will it find touch? Ho, ho, ho. Would have been a great touch finder if that had found touch here. Chooses to run it. He's got some gas on him, but runs straight into a tackle. Not the best of options here. Matiba playing it out wide. They've got the numbers. Decides to straighten it up here. Lovely offload here by the Swallows. Here we go. It's a foot race here. Simani. No, it's the number 13, in fact, to Pikotlan. Referee's going to blow here. Another penalty here for the Swallows. Discipline is an issue here for Fort Beaufort. Matiba. Great carry here from Matiba. Fight for it on the ground here. Is the ball stolen? No. Referee puts his arm out. It's going to be an advantage. They're going to kill that advantage with a drop goal. Referee does have to go back here for that advantage being played. Another penalty. It looks like Fort Beaufort are conceding a number of penalties here, Nick.
Yeah, it certainly does, and the wind must be picking up because that kick didn't even reach the 5 meter. They're just hanging it up in the air and it's being held back, but too many penalties. And Junior, you are going to love this call. They've called for a scrum.
Oh, scrum time. Definitely some crunch time here. First scrum of the afternoon. It looks like one of the Fort Beaufort players are down. Just not sure as to who it is at the moment, so medics are going to attend to him. Hopefully it won't be a case of replacement so early in the first half here for Fort Beaufort. Looks like it's the prop, in fact. Yes, it is. Tembelani Patis. We certainly need him here for scrum town. Looks like it's his calf that's an issue. It looks like he's good to go, and the game will go back on here. Feed in here by Matiba. Looks like the ball has gone all the way around here to Fort Beaufort, but the penalty is going to be played for this Swallows side. Another scrum is the call here from the Swallows. They clearly want to test out the scrum, Nick.
I was thinking the same thing. They must believe it's a strength of theirs. calling for the scrum inside the opposition 22, maybe a dab into the corner, set up a line out, but they've decided the scrum is the way to go. And you can just see on the left hand side of the screen there, the back line quite flat, so you can expect a little bash ball through the middle.
Ball still moving here. Matiba needs to play it. Taken up by the big number 8 here. He's got 3 men on top of him. Eventually they've put him down. Siyobi. And it looks like a knock on was made. Great defensive effort coming in here from Fort Beaufort.
Yeah, fantastic effort, and another scrum opportunity here for Swallows, but they were really dominant in that scrum. You can see why they've been calling for the scrum. Great body position by the front row. 3 big men, but getting low and scrumming up there, as you can see in Fort Beaufort, just on the back foot. Good scrum there by Swallows, and the break by the 8th man. Takes 3 Swallows men to bring him down, but just knocked on there as he tried to place the ball backwards. Needs to hold the ball securely, go down to ground, and then look to place the ball.
Some of the officials just hiding from the sun there. Sun is coming in quite hard, ladies and gents. But Techie Town doing more than producing techies, but nice gazebos and shade and doing a whole lot. What a sponsor Techie Town is here today for this Brutten Cup. I think they heard me. I told them to bring their cooler boxes, and they've done just that, Nick.
A man of the people, Junior Baleni, a man of the people. Your voice is heard all over. And it's lovely to see that the crowd have filtered in here with cooler boxes and all, bringing some refreshments. It's a hot day out here at Dansani at the SISA DUKASHE Stadium. But what a beautiful venue to host such a fantastic initiative, the Techie Town Brutten Cup. Just a couple of injuries being attended to. We've had quite a lot of that so far between the clubs. Maybe after a long season, the bodies are still sore.
Feeding here by Osiko. Plays the blind side to Osiko. Wing tries to carry it out, but not the best of efforts here by Umini. Was that the best option here for Fort Beaufort? Not too quite sure as to what they were trying to do there, Nick.
I don't have any answers for your question either. Interesting tactic, and they found themselves in a bit of trouble here, so Swallows will look to capitalize. As you see a messy line out, will they regather the ball? They do so, and they're going to move it through their back line.
Taking up nice and hard here. There's the first center here, Yonela Baleni. Big strong carry here by Rodney Chikami. Matiba searches for it. Matiba plays it nice here into the hands of Adolis. Choosing the blind side again. Siyobe trying his best to carry this forward here. Does his best to evade here, Okagamba, but looks like a nasty hit to one of the players here. Does look like the number 9. It is Bayanda Siko. Looks like a number 9 jersey from all the way up top here. Lying very uncomfortably here, Bayanda. Just to try to see where this hit might have come from. Oh, it's not the number 9, in fact.
Just unfortunate. You never want to lose one of your starting players so early into the game. And only 18 or 19 minutes in could be a big loss to this Fort Beaufort side. They really look good on attack. Just one or two strange decisions by the backline players on the exit strategies at the moment, Junior. We saw that massive boot early on. You'd think they would go to that more often in their 22 to kick themselves out of trouble and then attack in Swallows' half, but looking to run it out and then just shepherd it out into touch a couple of times. So Swallows will be aware of that and look to stay on top of it defensively. Good to see the medics and the referee getting involved, making sure that if it is a head knock, the player needs to come off for one of those infamous HRA tests. And you were correct in saying it was the scrum off, but he's back to his feet. Maybe just a bit of shock in the system. Took him a bit of time to regather himself there, but he's up, and you can see the forward Beaufort hooker, he's ready to scrum this ball. Set and early, calling his props to get around him.
Feed in here by Matiba. Lovely ball here by Lenny. Ball still safe here, still in position of the Swallows side. Lovely hands coming in here from the Swallows. They've got numbers here, just couldn't hold on to it. Just couldn't hold on to it, but the ref has blown his whistle. It looks like an advantage was being played here by the ref. Another chance here for Swallows to try and get some points on the board. Maybe go for the line out here, Nick.
I think it's a good option, just peg it down into the corner, set up a line out that has been effective, but we should have known what they were going to call for, Junior. It's going to be one of those big scrums.
Certainly loving scrum time here. Referee certainly slowing this game down with all these penalties. Feed in here by Matiba. Finds his fullback. Great carry here coming in from Utukisa. Matiba needs to play it quick. Finds his big number 8, Siobi. Siobi carrying the ball here. Eventually put down Matiba. Quick on the ball, Matiba. Finds his hooker just close to the line here. Needs men to push him over, but has failed to get to the try line. Matiba finds a Jocha. Inside ball here. Great defense coming in here from Fort Beaufort. Jocha once again, long pass, interception by the fullback. Oh, guy, he just couldn't back himself with the pace. Decides to boot it downfield here. It's a chase. It's a chase. Oh, he might get it. He might get it. Mini. Foot race all the way down to the try line here. Mini has got points on the board here for Fort Beaufort. I thought it ended just there after that kick. After that kick here, I thought it ended just there. But Umrini had other plans for this Fort Beaufort side.
I stand under correction, but I think it was Ntabeni Dukisa from Swallows, the 15, who just allowed that ball to bounce. He thought it was going to bounce out into touch, so didn't close off the touch line, just ran adjacent to the bounce of the ball. And Unini, as you mentioned, just grabbed it through, and he backed himself. The kick is only as good as its chase. It came from an interception. Swallows have been applying so much pressure. You expected them to get the next points on the board, but Fort Fort Beaufort United showing why they're top of their league 2 years in a row. And it's just a quick snap to add the extra 2 points, leading this game 14 points to 0. A careless error there by the fullback, and he'll look to not commit to those sorts of errors as this game continues. After 25 minutes, Fort Beaufort leading this game 14 points to 0.
There's the interception from the fullback guy who puts it downfield here. And like you said, man, bit of relaxation coming in here from DUKASHE. And Siyoli saying he had other plans. Kick-off here, restart by DUKASHE. Oh, big bump off here, coming in from Khoko. Siko finds Uzono. Played out wide. They've got the numbers here. Not the greatest of passes. Forward pass. This is the call made by the official. Scrum down. Swallows ball.
Couple of big bounces there, and Fort Beaufort just getting some energy into their game after that breakaway try, uplifting the forwards, and a massive collision between the two props. I'm not sure the Swallows prop knew which direction to look in, or if there was a hole for him to go into. And it's 8th man against prop, and bang! Sit down, sir, take a seat, watch the show. And a good strong carry there by the 8th man from Fort Beaufort.
Pick up here by Siobi, plays Matiba. Soft hands here. Oh, talk about quick feet. Talk about quick feet. Looks like that might be a knock on. Zukanye Simani might have knocked that on. No. Oh man. He had already put the celebration up. Unfortunate here for Simani. Oh man, the team's going to have him for that.
Junior, you and I have done many games together, and I always tell you, put the ball down before you celebrate. He saw the whitewash, celebrates, and with the dive, loses possession of the ball. And straight away, the substitutes were saying, knock on, Mr. Ref, get involved. And as you said, his teammates will have him for that at the halftime.
They certainly will, even after the game. I'm sure they won't let that go. Taken up here by the big number 8. Looks like he's getting close here, but oh man, they're like a swarm of bees all over the big Siobi. Carrying it forward here, doing the best he can. Ukakamba. Matiba finds the hooker. Makopeni. Tiba needs to be quick. Tiba dishes it out. Oh, straight down the middle, and he's made up for it. He has made up for it. Zukanye Simani fixing his mistake seconds after that disaster.
No celebration that time, just a quick hug from his mates, couple of high fives, and straight back to the halfway line. Zukanye Simani. I think he learned from his first error. We all want that time, that opportunity to have that celebration, but it should come after you've put the ball down, not before. He learned the error of his ways quickly, got back on the scoreboard, and he might just be forgiven by the coaching staff.
What a way to escape fines at the end of this game here for Usimani. And an extra 2 points here for the Swallows.
If I know anything about club rugby, he'll be receiving 2 fines, one for the no try and the second one for his try. So I don't think he'll be escaping anything. Coaches and players and the fines masters have got long memories when it comes to these sorts of fixtures.
Great take here by this Swallows side. They did well to score here. And it's all about running those angles. The perfect angle here that was run by Usimani, the try scorer. Big kickoff here coming in from Muzono. Beats one defender. Tries to beat the second defender, just couldn't, but the ball still moving here into the hands of Simani. He's not going to celebrate early this time. puts it down, straight into the hands of Uzono. Uzono is going to respond back with the kick. Big strong kick by Uzono. Huge kick by Uzono. That must have gone out. It looks like it was out, Nick. Did the touch judge see what we saw?
That was a fantastic kick. Just a chat between the AR and the referee, and he says
No.
he says they're going to go all the way back, but I'm not sure I agree with that, Junior Baleni. That was a fantastic exit kick under a lot of pressure, and I think Fort Beaufort can feel really hard done by there.
No. That ball definitely went out there.
They're going to come back a good 80 meters, Junior, and set up a scrum just outside Fort Beaufort's 22. Disbelief in the commentary box. Some of the fans on the far side supporting the home side, so trying to keep hush on the grandstands. Happy with the call to go all the way back. You can see the flag post in the corner is down there. Maybe if it was up, it would have helped the AR. Tight call. We've got to back the officials though, Junior.
Feed in here by Madiba. Pick up by the big strong number 8. Still moving here. Oh, what a break! Back into the hands of Madiba. Try time for the Swallows. How good has Lukanya Siobi been here for the Swallows? Breaks around that fringe, around that blind side. Good supporting running from Madiba for him to finish over and get more points on the board here for the Swallows.
We can understand why they keep going to that scrum in the 22. It's such an attacking option. Great 8th man pickup. Madiba in support, and Lwazi Madiba making sure he gets over the whitewash straight beneath the sticks, and an easy 2-point conversion here for the kicker. He adds the extra 2, and we level a piece here. 14 points all. Swallows finally getting the points on the board after all that territory and possession that they've had. We can see a clean feed here by Madiba. Strong pickup by the 8th man. We know how big and strong he is. He finds the space, looks inside. Great support play by Madiba. Calls for the ball early, and over the try line he goes unattended to. Great play between the 8th man and scrum half there.
6th flanker here for Fort Beaufort, caught sleeping. Oh, there's Mr. Tomela, the border coach, certainly looking to sign some players here. Kickoff from Fort Beaufort straight into the hands of Inyoni. Great break here. Ball still going here. They know how to keep the ball alive here. He's got some jet shoes on him. Changes direction again. Just doesn't know where to go here, but wow, talk about the shoes on Ndlazi. Great defensive effort coming in. Great defensive effort, but it looks like wasn't supporting his body weight and sort of threw himself into there. And the ref needs to make sure that those rucks are nice and clean to avoid any sort of injury. But just look at Ndlazi. Oh man. But falling over is the call from the ref. Great touch finder here by Fort Beaufort. 7 minutes to go here.
Yeah, Swallows certainly like to play that open, elusive running game where Fort Beaufort just want to keep it tidy, kick it to the corners, play the set pieces. It seems to be their strength. And we'll see a line out over the top. It's a skew throw, but it's in the hands of Madiba. And Swallows trying to attack, but another knock on the attack. And it just drains the energy from the coaching staff and the players as well as the crowd. Every time there's a build-up today so far, Junior, there's been a knock-on that's just brought a halt to play.
Handling errors will cost either side here today, Nick. This is an evenly matched game here between these sides, and handling errors is the last thing that you want to happen. going to be a scrum down here. Will Fort Beaufort know exactly what to do? Will they be able to break through this defense coming in here from the Swallows? They need to start asking questions here, Nick. Siko with the feed. Tries to find a Zono, but knocked on here by Adonis.
Some of the Swallows players, they're looking for the advantage. They picked up the ball and Madiba was on it. And they really thought they could have broken out here towards us on the right-hand side of the field. But unfortunately, the ref got onto his whistle really quickly there. But another knock-on in open play with the team on attack. And it's really going to frustrate the coaching staff.
Great to see other outlets here like Mdantsane FM also doing their bit here with DJ Ntofi, who we just saw on the mic. Feeding by Matiba. Strong scrum here coming in from the Swallows. Pick up here by the big number 8. Looks like he has knocked that ball on. He certainly has. Another knock on. Oh man, the handling errors are getting a bit too much here. Just 5 minutes to go here, and another scrum yet again. Both sides are going to need to do well in the second half, especially with the knock-ons. The game has come to a slow down because of the constant handling errors, the constant penalties that are being blown here. Restart to that scrum. Referee not too happy with how that went. Feeding here by Siko. Finds Uzono. Finds Adonis. Adonis with a nice break here. He's got me on the upside. Adonis finds Ukhatebe. Ukhatebe still moving here. He stopped just outside the try line. Ukhatebe. Penalty is on its way. Referee playing an advantage here for Fort Beaufort. And he's going to play the penalty. How close was Ukhatebe? Great running lines coming in from Luto Adonis. Fort Beaufort finally asking some questions. Breaks through 1-2 tackles. Luto Adonis. Lovely pass here to Ukhatebe, but looks like a high tackle did come in from Mupiko Dlani on his opposite number. Scrum down. Very, very bold call here for Fort Beaufort to ask for a scrum. Lovely to see the young kids out here just picturing themselves, in a couple of years playing in this exact tournament. The Techie Town Brutten Cup. Just a bit of a halt there for the medics to come and attend to the injury that's on the park. Crowd warming up here. Crowd certainly enjoying this new tournament. Out here singing Igwijo. Enjoying the entertainment that's being brought here by these teams on the first day of the Techie Town Brutten Cup. Great things are to come here. Feeding here by Siko. Siko finds Zono. Khatebe breaks loose. Khatebe eventually stopped in his tracks here. Siko finds Khoko. Khoko still moving here. He's got men on the outside here. Adonis. Oh no, just couldn't handle it. A knock-on coming in from the fullback, Ukai. So close to the line here. Would have made all the difference in this half. Very frustrating knock-on by Ukai. Strong carry here from Ukhoto. Quick ball coming all the way into the hands of Adonis. Just unfortunate that he couldn't hold on to this ball. Otherwise, would have seen a try for sure from Fort Beaufort. Swallows need to do best here to try exit this. Maybe set it up once and then go for the exit straight afterwards. Diba looking, searching deep, finds it. Finds the fullback here. Eventually goes down here with DUKASHE. Asking for people to go around the corner here. Looking for the blockers here. Diba. Goes straight for the exit ball. Won't go out here. Finds Mnini. Nini beats one, tries to beat the second one, but couldn't. Offloads beautifully into the hands of his lock. Siko finds the big number one, Batisi. Batisi still moving, eventually brought down. Siko back on it. Feeds it lovely here, Siko. We Paki Shosho. Great defensive effort coming in from the Swallows. Line speed is the core here from the Swallows, putting a whole amount of pressure here on the attack of Fort Beaufort. Khoko tries to bump off a few. Still fighting Khoko. Driving those legs, Khoko, hard to put down. The sort of player you want in your pack. The chip kick coming in here. And the ball is going to go all the way out into the dead ball zone, and that should be it for the half here. 14 points all is the score here at NU1 SISA DUKASHE Stadium. Fort Beaufort, Swallows. Oh man, what a time. What a game we have in our hands here, ladies and gents. Don't go away. We will be back for another exciting half between these two sides. Just a chance for you maybe to get those drinks out the fridge again, make yourself a sandwich so you can be seated and enjoy this amazing game of rugby that we are witnessing here at SISA DUKASHE Stadium.
Who are we? We are the alarm at 4:30 a.m. We are practice before school and after work. We are fitness goals. We are goals. We are focused, balanced, relentless. We are real, and real sees real. We are you.
Welcome back to the halftime break where I'm standing with head coach Sive of Fort Beaufort. Sive, tell us, what do you think about this Taki Town Brutten Cup and what it brings to the East London and Eastern Cape region?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I really think this is a great initiative because with what we have here in the Eastern Cape, with the level of rugby that we have here and the level of talent that we have in this region, this Brutten Cup is actually a big thing for us because it actually gives our players a chance to actually showcase their talent. So it's a very good initiative done by the sponsors. It's very nice.
And then my final question, without giving away too much, how do you think the boys have performed in the first half and what can we expect in the second?
We started the game well. The first 10-15 minutes started the game well. It's just that we've been dropping a little bit of momentum, but I'm pretty sure and I'm confident that the boys are going to come up in the second half. So this is still a game for us, for everyone.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time, Sive. Good luck with your halftime team talk and good luck for the rest of the game.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Back up to you there at the top, Junior.
And it looks like we're ready to get underway here in the second half. Score is 14-all. It looks like the Swallows have made some changes. Anatim Zanto is in here for Fort Beaufort, sorry. Yeah, it's Fort Beaufort, they've made some changes. Big kickoff coming in here from DUKASHE. Safe into the hands of Hoto. Oh, taken here by Ulukanyison Dosholana. Here come the new legs. Looks like a very strong runner here. Still moving, still fighting through here. Great fight here by Umfundo. Seen quite a lot of Umfundo Mchilita. Play to the blind side. Quick hands here. Mchilita needs to let go of this ball here. Chooses not to. That could have been, a great passage of attack if he just let that ball go here. Mchilita onto the blind side, his left-hand side. Tries to play it short here, but the ball is fumbled. Ref is going to play a penalty here for Fort Beaufort. An early chance here for Zorn and his men to try boot this ball downfield.
We'll see how effective their kicks are in the second half, playing into that slight breeze, but with the power that they had coming off the boots, I don't think this slight breeze will have any effect on the distance that they put in. That kick just going into the 22, but will set up a good line-out opportunity for the Fort Beaufort side. I had the pleasure of chatting to the coach at the halftime break. He was really happy with what was happening in the first 20 minutes of the first half, and then he felt like they just released the accelerator a bit. So he quickly ran off after the interview just to go give them a few words and rev them up.
Taken beautifully here. Tries to find Hoto, but doesn't find the new man on the block. Strong runner. We did mention Helm Zanto. And looks like a penalty. Penalty here for the Swallows. Just as they were trying to find their way here before Beaufort, but they just couldn't finish. And it looks like the Swallows are going to take advantage of that.
See just a scrappy ball again, but picked up at the back by Anati Mzanto, looking to add some energy into this Fort Beaufort backline, crashing it up into the 22, but just another clean off their feet. Not the first time they've been penalised for this in the game, both sides, so they'll look to clean that up as this tournament progresses.
Makopeni finds the short man, Toshalwana. Lovely break here by the Swallows. Lovely to see these props getting such line breaks. Not such the best of passes here. In fact, it's been knocked on, but an advantage was being played. They are very lucky that an advantage was being played there.
Yeah, I think they're very fortunate about that advantage. It was just a Superman tackle. A tackle over the top there, looking like a Superman's cape on the back of the prop. That brought him down safely. But just need to be careful about where you wrap those arms around the players these days. Obviously, safety is paramount in all forms of rugby, school, club and international. So good to see the refs are quickly onto that, and the Swallows now with a good opportunity just outside the Fort Beaufort 22.
Makopeni finds his jumpers. Go straight for the more here, the Swallows. Matiba just pushing them on here. Eventually going to play that. Matiba plays it. Short ball, looks like it went forward though. Yes, it does. Forward into the hands of Yonela Baleni.
Another unforced error with the team on attack. Just too many of these for both sides at the moment in this game. 2 minutes into the second half, and we've seen about 4 knock-ons, 3 scrums, and a bit of play on advantage on the fourth one. So both teams will be disappointed with their handling as we see a lovely ball through, trying to get it onto Baleni, but a forward pass there, and just creating that unforced error. Good rush defense though by the Fort Beaufort side.
Another restart to the scrum here. A lot of stoppages in this game here, Nick. I'm sure the ref has blown that whistle more than any other ref the whole day today. And, you know, the boys, it's because of the way that they play.
Unfortunately, the officials can only blow what's happening in front of them, and there's just been too many penalizable offences as we see Fort Beaufort look to attack from deep inside their 22.
This is good here for Fort Beaufort. Cuts back inside here. Tries his best here, Winnie. Zati slips, but it's collected here by Adonis. Tries to step back inside, but eventually caught here. Siko finds the big man, Batisi. Batisi still carrying it forward here before it takes about 3 men to bring him down. Siko. Strong running coming in here from his Pelele boy. You don't see much of him. He's lost the ball, showing to the hands of Umatiba. Big prop taking it up himself here. Great tackling. Great defense coming in here from the small man. Rooted downfield here. Will it find touch? No, it doesn't. Nini is there at the back. Finds Ukai, who boots it down. Just to find some space to breathe there for Fort Beaufort.
Yeah, really great kick there by Swallows, just punching Fort Beaufort back deep into their 22. Nini needed to offload that ball. He found the fullback Kai and his trusted left boot. This time slightly letting him down, not getting the distance he was in the first half. Bit of a slice off his boot, but carries the ball just outside the 22. So a little bit of breathing room here for the Fort Beaufort side, but Swallows all over it at the moment.
Makopeni finds his jumpers once again. Going for that more here that they trust so much. Starting to find its wheels here. Breaks through. It's Makopeni. Looks like the ball has been turned over here by Fort Beaufort. It has. A lovely turnover here from the men in green. Takes it back up. Sterling once again here, but looks like it's going to be a penalty here for Fort Beaufort. Not releasing is the call here from the official. Looks like Guy is going to ask for this ball as he's going to try his utmost best to try get them further down this field as possible. Made sure it was out, but not the distance he was hoping for.
It's certainly not, and not the distance that either of their kickers were getting in the first half. So maybe they'll just change the kicker. Need someone with the right foot on that far touchline. Just with the angle, it will be better. As we see another line out. A messy situation. Swallows come away with this ball.
Referee's going to put a stop to that and get another penalty. DUKASHE asking to boot this ball further down the touch, closer to the try line here of Fort Beaufort.
Great touch finder there by the fly half. Brutten it into touch, and another good opportunity here for Swallows. Their lineouts haven't been great so far. They need to find their jumper, maybe set one of those rolling balls.
Makopeni tries to find his jumper but just couldn't. Ball in possession of Fort Beaufort. Box kick coming in from Wasiko. Straight into the hands of the winger. Beats one, tries to beat the second here, but swung into that tackle. Matiba finds DUKASHE. A lovely cross kick by DUKASHE. Will he find his winger? Oh, no, just couldn't. Tries to boot this ball or touch or hit that ball back into play, but the referee says it's a bit too late. He's got his flag up. And if the AR says it's out, it's out. Certainly see what he was trying to do here, but it's all about the timing of the kick, Nick.
It certainly is, and the timing of the run onto that kick. He was just slightly behind the bounce of that ball, so the ball obviously bouncing really tall there on the player, and you can see he's not the tallest in stature. Quick line out here by Fort Beaufort, but smashed in the trams as the scrum off. Quickly back to his feet to try gain the extra meter or two. Hold up the ball nicely for his forwards to set you.
Strong defensive effort coming in here from the Swallows. They are under a lot of pressure here for Beaufort. Goes for the box kick. A great box kick, if I may say. Straight over into the 22. Quick play here. That's Lungelo Kosa, the new man on the park here. Man with the number 23 on his back. Certainly looking to add his experience here. Oh, they've got numbers here. Takes it up himself. A great try here. Vuyombuto. Vuyombuto with a try here for the Swallows.
Fantastic try there by Vuyombuto. He had players out to the right-hand side. He decided a little show and go. Just let the defender drift across, and he sliced through the gap. Not much to do for him thereafter. Just put the ball down neatly over the whitewash and get the 5 points for Swallows. You see a lovely wraparound call by the fullback. Just opens up the space. 3-on-1. Nothing that defender could do. And a great try there by Mbuto, and this just opens up the game a bit. Swallows now are looking to add the extra 2, and a clean kick, and they do. Fantastic 10 minutes into the second half. Swallows opening up the scoreboard. And now, Junior, they're just going to look to keep possession of this ball from the kickoff. Maintain possession, work up the phases, and look to get back on the scoreboard again.
Let's wait for the restarts here from Guy. Guy with the restart. Puts it nice and high here, collected again here by Fort Beaufort. Great carry here from Fort Beaufort. Offload coming, trying to keep the ball alive here, Fort Beaufort. Great start. Gives it to the big man here, Mzananda. Swing out wide here, Kai. Oh no, just fumbles the ball here, but knocked back is the call here from the ref. Zondo switches here, finds Adonis, breaks through one, eventually brought down Adonis. Taken up here by Nofemele. Siko. New man in the park here, Spumelele Msutwana. Showing some quick hands here. Spilele boy to feed his prop. Siko finds Batisi. Batisi just trying to spin around and spin off that tackle here. But great defense coming in here from the Swallows. Inside ball here. Oh, he just fumbles it. Very unfortunate here. Doing their best to try and hold him up. And the ball has been taken here back into the hands and the possession of Swallows. Tries to bump off, but Jeje says not today. Spoom Sutwana, aka Jeje. Oh man, a man who's done wondrous things here for the Matibas. Big carry here from the prop. Matubetube. Tukisa puts it downfield. Lovely touch find up with Tukisa. A great touch find up with Tukisa, in fact.
And an excellent exit. He knew nothing was on. Just went to the boot, looked up, saw the space. And with the breeze behind him, just catching that winger off his position and kicking it over his head. The bounce of the ball going Swallows' way. And over the touchline it went. And you can just see there the players just checking the wind and how strong it is, throwing some grass into the air. And you'll see the exit here into the back to Kisa in his 22. Knew it had to bounce before it went out, and a great touch finder there by the Swallows player.
Maneli finds his jumper. It looks like the ref is not going to have that. Ref is not going to have that. Looks like they're going to have a restart to that. Not too sure as to what exactly had happened there. Finds his jumper once again. Taken here by Osiko, but oh, he's got a swarm of bees all over him. I'm surprised that ball wasn't stolen there by the Swallows. Choose to go to the blind side, and there's a break here. There's a break here. He's got a man on the outside here, but chooses to go himself here, the big number 5, Spilele boy. Not releasing is the call here from the ref. Quick tap here from the Fort Beaufort. Carries it strong here, Mzanto. Keeping the ball alive. Khoko bumps off one Khoko. Tries to bump off the second here, but he's managed to keep it alive. Zono goes himself here, Zono. Decides to chip downfield. There's a big chase coming here from his winger. Eventually caught here and held securely by Oshumelo Ndlazi.
And a great call there by the ref, knowing his laws well, was keeping up with the game as the ref. And that ball just carried over the line. And under pressure being forced to ground. So it's going to be a scrum down here. And a great attacking opportunity for Fort Beaufort as we see the fly off. Sees there's nothing on in front of him, decides to go to boot. Great tactical play, carried over the try line. And you can see the young lady on the side pointing to the ref, letting him know that she knows her rules too.
Going to be another scrum down here. Bayanda Siko and his men to try and equal the score here. 14 points to 21. They are trailing Fort Beaufort. Another restart to that. Ball didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Feeding here by Osiko. Lovely ball here, taken strongly by Nofemele, but they were waiting for him. Siko finds Khoko. Advantage being played here. Sutwana tries to bump off when he does just that. Sutwana still moving here. Eventually brought down. Was Poom Sutwana.
Big call needs to be made now. Will they go for the corner, or will they try to push this game out of reach and go for the extra 3 points on offer? And they've called for a scrum against the strong Swallows side. This is a very brave call from Fort Beaufort. They've struggled in the scrums in the first half. Swallows will see this as an opportunity. A big Shabia could win themselves a tight head. And then they look to counter-attack from deep inside their 22. Fort Beaufort need to keep this tidy, keep it tight. Get the ball out the base of this scrum as quickly as possible. Allow the players like Khoko to pick it up, maybe break to the open side. They pack the blind side, have the Fort Beaufort backline. And a 3-2 split. Swallows with the big scrum. We knew it was coming. Khoko trying to pick up the ball but unable to do so. The ref blasts for a penalty. And Khoko onto the ball. Quick tap and go, but met by a blue wall of defense.
He's got Zoni on the outside. Long pass here into the hands of Sutwana. Another long pass here. Cuts back inside down Nofemele. Trying to play it quick here. Khoko doing all the work here. Khoko definitely overusing himself in this game. He's going to sleep with a sore body for sure. Plays the blind side here. Great take here by Uhobongwana. Siko looks to feed. Siko finds his Pelele boy. Siko, long pass here. Cuts back inside to Zono. Playing that left side once again. Tries to beat his defender but just couldn't. Swarmed around like a swarm of bees here. Trying for the counter rack here. It looks good. It looks good. No. A penalty, says the ref. Oh man, how many penalties are we seeing in this game here? Ill discipline coming in from both sides here, Nick.
It certainly is, and another penalty opportunity here for Fort Beaufort. Interesting to see what they go for, and they call for another scrum. Very brave call again. They were under a lot of pressure at the last scrum. They somehow won a penalty going backwards. It's not often the side going backwards wins the penalty. So they obviously have figured something out about the Swallows front row. Maybe had a word to the ref just to watch for the illegal engagement or illegal scrumming tactics. And that's how they won the last penalty. But they need to hold it tight for the players at the back like Khoko to pick up the ball. We know he's strong. He's so close to the line. He needs to go over here.
Feeding here by Siko. Strong scrum though from the Swallows. Spoon Sutwana. Oh, he just knocks it on. Unlike him. Unlike his Spoon Sutwana. Finds Nofemele. Nofemele steps one. He tries to beat. It's a foot race here, but covered beautifully. Great tackle coming in here from Murodni. Zono at scrum half position. Finds the big number 7. Zono once again. Finds Khoko. Tries to evade his opposite number. Siko. Sutwana. Twana just setting it up here for Fort Beaufort. Zono finds Umzanto. Attack of Fort Beaufort going nowhere at the moment here. Big strong carry coming in from Upatisi. Eventually gaining some meters here for Fort Beaufort. Siko. Zono. Huge tackle here into the number 19, Uhobongwana. Ball still secure though. Siko finds Hoko. Hoko certainly loves the ball here. Certainly looks tired though, Nick. He's been carrying quite a lot. He looks very tired here, Hoko. Siko needs to find a zone. It does just that. Strong carry coming in here from the number 11, Umini. Counter-ruck might happen here. Patisi tries to spin out of that tackle. Patisi. Siko finds Mzananda. Oh. Very uncomfortable way to fall Mzananda. I'll be surprised if he gets back up. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, that looked very uncomfortable.
As we'll see, the scrum half just trying to play the big tight forward. And his knee just twists underneath his body there. Just caught under the fullback's legs, and the ref, alert to it, quickly blasts his whistle. Knew the big forward was in trouble. And it's great to see the ref see that and blow it straight away. Not allow the game to continue. Maybe the ruck to collapse onto that. So quickly there by the officials. And that's Mzananda, rather, the tight head prop from Fort Beaufort. Zippo Mzananda, they're just looking really uncomfortable. He knows he's in a bit of pain. But he's been such a strong carrier for this Fort Beaufort side. A couple of the substituted players have come down with cramp. Not something you want to see from as a coaching staff when your substitutes are going down with cramp. They haven't been on the game the whole time. And Junior, it's starting to get loud in here, because up next we have the massive clash. Walter Sisulu taking on Fort Hare. And I'm sure that's the reason everyone is starting to filter in here. The stands across from us are packed to the left. They're building up to the right behind the poles as well. This is getting exciting here at SISA DUKASHE Stadium in U1 Dansane in East London. The Techie Town Brutten Cup. It's starting to get festive, Junior.
Certainly starting to get festive here, Nick. Great way to call it. Quite the clash we have. I know it's the Brutten Cup, but that game, that last game, people are here because those are Varsity Shield's biggest rivals. Fort Hare Blues versus the Wusu All Blacks. And Wusu having a number of border players in their side as well. Mangaliso Zikayasha being one of them. Lovely line out here from Fort Beaufort. Finds Hoko. Hoko sets it up. Hoko still moving. Pumping those legs. Hoko. Very close to the line here, Fort Beaufort. Are they able to finish? No, ball's been stolen. Stolen here by the Swallows. Swallows are doing magnificently on defense. Finds Lungelo Kosa, who puts it upfield and finds touch. Just a chance for the Swallows to breathe here. Execution is a problem here for this Fort Beaufort side. They just can't seem to execute. Every time they try to get that go forward ball or get close to that line, execution fails them. Hoko finds Mzanto. Mzanto knocks it on once again. Counterplay here by the Swallows. They boot it downfield into no man's land. Very strong boot here. Ball might go straight in to the dead ball line. No, it doesn't. Falls short here. But the ball will be in touch and we will play a 22 dropout.
The last game ended with a 1-point victory, Junior. This game looks like it might be on its way in the same direction. 13 minutes to go. Swallows leading 21 points to 14. Fort Beaufort, rather. They've been camping in the opposition 22, but unable to get the points as we see the restart. And it's gathered there by the 8th man of Swallows, Siyobi. He breaks the first down. It takes a big tackle to bring him down just outside the 22. A penalty advantage as the flanker sidesteps his way closer to the try line. Slow ball for Swallows. They still have that penalty advantage as the big man's brought down just outside the 22. Recycled quickly, space out wide for Swallows. Big skip pass, not necessary. And they're going to go back for that penalty that they were awarded earlier on in the phase.
Just unfortunate that one of the players from the Swallows have gone down. And looks like it was a result of that seatbelt tackle that came here from the Fort Beaufort player. And you can't have those seatbelt tackles. But looks like Osiobi will get back up and finish off this game. Not too much time left here, ladies and gents. Just 12 minutes. Only 12 minutes to be played here in the second last game of the afternoon here. This is a DUKASHE. And it looks like Lungelo Kosa is going to go straight for the 3 points. Lungelo Kosa has got quite the CV on him. Former Vostika Paka player. Also played his trade here for the Blitzbok. And is currently the kicking coach for the first team at Dale College. And he shows exactly why he was appointed that role. Lungelo Kosa with the 3 points here for the Swallows.
Nice clean strike, and that just extends the lead now to further than a converted try. It's not what Fort Beaufort would have wanted to see on the scoreboard. Swallows now leading this game 24 points to 14, 10-point lead. And a big deficit here for the travelling side to close down. 10 minutes to go in this game. The restart by Fort Beaufort, and they've won it. And they're going to turn it around and give it to their big centre. He plays it into the tram lines. It's messy ball there for the scrum off, and a massive hit in the midfield by the substitute number 18 from Swallows. Fort Beaufort fighting their way back into this fixture through Siko, the scrum off. He really is becoming alive at the base of this ruck. Siko digs deep, he finds it quickly, throws it out to the right. It looks like Msutwana sidestepped himself, taken down a Casper tackle. Casper, the friendly ghost, bringing him down there in the middle of the field. And just where they've won themselves a penalty. So now a big call to be made here, 10 minutes to go. Do they go for poles, or will they kick it down into the corner and hope for a clean line out?
Poles should have been the option here, Nick. But big tackle onto the man, Khoko. Does seem a bit tired, man. He's certainly overworked himself here, Khoko. Siko finds Khoko once again. Changing directions here, Siko. Long pass here into hands of Patisi. Patisi, a strong ball carrier here for the Fort Beaufort side. Change of direction, finds Uzondo. Oh! Lovely offload here into the big man, Fundo. Khoto, very close, Khoto. Strong defense, superb defense coming in from the Swallows. Inches away here. Sutwana finds Umzanto. Needs to dish out the ball quicker. They need to dish out the ball quicker. Sutwana waits. Ball is played behind him. Adonis. Oh no! Talk about handling errors. Error after error here. They're going to be lucky that their advantage was being played. They're very lucky that an advantage was being played here. What's the call here? Should be a quick tap. Are they going to go for a quick tap here? Looking at the way they're standing, looks like a quick tap. Yes, it is. Zondo takes it up himself. Tries to dummy through, but he was caught to Zondo. Siko. Quick hands here into the number 7. Very close to the line here. Siko. Oh no. What is going on with this Fort Beaufort side? Certainly just can't finish anything that they've started, this Fort Beaufort side.
Just too many knock-ons in each phase here as they look to play it out wide there, and it's that player number 13. And surprisingly, at the next knock-on, he's giving the instructions as to why they knocked it on. I think he forgot the error of his ways just the phase before, but Fort Beaufort trying to fight their ways back into this game, and those handling errors are certainly not helping them.
Certainly not. Certainly not. Just 7 minutes to go in this game, or just under 7 minutes. And it looks like the Swallows are going to walk away with this. There is a 10-point deficit here. And by the way that the Fort Beaufort is playing, it looks like they just can't seem to finish anything here. New legs are on here. That is Amioli Pecha. Amioli has come on here with the number 21 jumper for the Swallows. Taken up here by the Swallows. DUKASHE with a lovely, lovely touch finder here. Giving the Swallows some space to breathe with DUKASHE. And this is exactly why they have that man there.
Great exit there by DUKASHE, but Fort Beaufort still with possession of the ball just outside the 22. They need to capitalize on this. They need to get points on the board immediately. It's a clean line. It looked like the ref was playing some sort of advantage, but again a knock-on. The ref says it's gone backwards this time. Siko needs to dig deep. It's good hands here over the ball. And it's going to be the speedster Adonis. He steps past one. Spins out the second tackle. He stretches for the try line. He's just pulled back. Adonis trying to light it up late, but a great counter ruck here by the Swallows on their own 5 meter. Not afraid to commit numbers defensively. And a great exit there by the scrum half all the way up to the halfway line. Slow ball here for Siko. Great crunch tackle there. Mashalaba. Koko. The 8th man from Fort Beaufort has really introduced himself to this game in the second half. As you see, Nini, apologies, trying to break through the centres but not able to do so, and they wrap around to the left to Fort Beaufort. Wing on the far side of the field. Brought down there, and Siko's digging deep for the ball. He finds Zono. Zono offloads to Hogowana. Nchelita. Siko needs to find this ball quickly for Fort Beaufort. It's another poor pass by the scrum half, really not having his best day at the base of the ruck, especially in the second half, creating a lot of pressure for his fly half Zono, as well as Klini, the number 11 wing, who's often played first receiver. And they go through the centres, through the strong carrying Mshelita. He breaks the line, looks to offload, but it's brought down just before he offloads that pass. And Swallows doing well to slow this ball down. Siko's digging deep. Beshe waiting in the fly half position. Beshe on the ball, offloads it to the strong carrying Batisi. Swallows still stellar in defense. 2 minutes to go. And an intercept almost coming off. Unfortunately there for Vuyo Mbutu. Not able to get onto the end of that. And you can see that just appreciated by the fly half Sipelele Zono of Fort Beaufort. Mbutu in the number 20 jumper. If he got onto the end of that, that would have been a massive breakaway. And it would have sealed the deal here for Swallows, who lead this game by 10 points with 2 minutes to go. Couple of injuries and sore bodies, yeah. The crowd building up. As I said, the next game is going to be a massive affair, where we see a Fort Hare taking on a Walter Sisulu. The Fort Beaufort side will be disappointed with their second half efforts, leaking a try as well as unable to put together a couple of good phases of play, a couple of knock-ons in the crucial areas inside the 22, or rather not the 2022, just inside the 22. And we see a substitution coming on here late, as one of their players are injured, and that's going to be player number 16. For Lisa Nkobo. It's a strong scrum here by Swallows, but a penalty for Fort Beaufort. But that's going to be the end of the game. Fort Beaufort playing for pride. They've tapped in. They've tapped the ball and they need to play it. The player just tapped it and stood still. And you'll see some speed and strength coming through Spoon Swana. And Sutwana there doing really well. And it's a ball out to the left wing. He uses his speed to go around the side, but shepherded out into touch. And that's going to be a wrap here in the third game of the Taki Town Brutten Cup, where we see Swallows taking over an impressive victory over Fort Beaufort United. Fantastic game. Fantastic game there by the home side from the East London region. Fort Beaufort obviously travelling down to East London for this fixture. And well appreciated by the home crowd. Smiles on all the players' faces as they've just thoroughly enjoyed this new cup competition. The Techie Town Brutten Cup. Brutten standing for Border Rugby Union's top 10 sides. And a great initiative being brought to the Eastern Cape. The first edition being held here at the SISA DUKASHE Stadium, NU1 Ndansane in East London. It's getting really festive here. The music is going. We've got Ndansane FM here. We've been allowing the crowd to enjoy their radio hosts as well as a wide range of music and entertainment at halftime. Right, and we're just going to go to a short ad break, and then straight after that I'll welcome you back before we go down to the presentations.
Who are we? We are the alarm at 4:30 a.m. We are practice before school and after work. We are fitness goals. We are goals. We are focused, balanced, relentless. We are real, and real sees real. We are you.
Welcome back to the festivities here at SISA DUKASHE Stadium, where we see the Techie Town Brutten Cup taking place. We've just witnessed the third game of a day, where the Swallows took on Fort Beaufort United. Swallows winning 24 points to 14. See they're just the Fort Beaufort side just having a quick chat there with their coach Siviwe. He really had a good chat to me at the halftime break, just expressing what he wanted from his players. Unfortunately not able to execute the game plan that they planned for. It looks like we're almost ready to take you down to the presentation, where my co-commentator Junior Baleni will be standing with the man of the match. It's because the cord is too short. The microphone cord is too short there. A great interview there with Khoka, the 8th man from Fort Beaufort. Lovely to see once again the star player of the match, not coming necessarily from the winning side, but the person that impacted the game the most. And that was the 8th man, Khoka, from Fort Beaufort. He'll be disappointed with the loss, but really pleased that he got the accolade for his man of the match performance. And as I mentioned there, the 8th man, Khoka, really doing well in the game. Dominated ball carries in the second half, really put his name up in lights for his coaches, and the border coach Dave Dubela, who's here as well. I see Dan staying down on the field. And you can see the pictures on the far side. Many people coming into the stadium here at SISA DUKASHE for the next game, which is going to be an incredible fixture. Walter Sisulu University taking on Fort Hare. The two academias really going to have to fight it out. Both played a bit of varsity shield. They'll both be well coached defensively as well as on the attack in front. And we'll go down soon to Junior Baleni, who will be standing with the 8th man and captain from Swallows. And we'll hear from them.
I'm with winning captain here. I will take a COB. So what a game it was for you. You guys held it through right up until the last minute of this game to walk away as victors here. Walk us through what that meant to you guys and how you guys held on up until the last minute.
First of all, I have to thank the sponsors, Take It Town, Brutten and Castelaga. From the long break, we've been coming today. We know it's going to be hard, we were for the first game of this tournament. But the experience worked for us because we knew they will run because they are exciting boys. They knew on this Premier League. So we knew that we have to keep it calm, and then we have to be patient. And indeed, we use our experience to be patient, and our defense, the boys are talking. I'm very happy with the performance today. I will take the 4 points.
Thank you so much, Captain, and good luck for your next game. You heard it from him, guys. Experience says it all, and it worked for him today. Thank you.
And a fantastic interview there from the winning captain in jersey number 8 for the Swallows side, Lucanyo Siyobi. He too had a fantastic game. Lovely to get conversations and insights from both 8th men. And you can just see the smile on the captain's face from Swallows. Really happy with his team's performance, especially in the second half. What a way to take out a victory against the Fort Beaufort side, who's undefeated in their league. And just a reminder that there's still one more game coming up on the YouTube channel Eagle Media, where we will see Walter Sisulu taking on Fort Hare University.